Man, the hits just keep on coming in as Cowboys Nation has to sustain more and more pain in the 2025 offseason, much like we had to go through last year. As we have news on there may be discord in the front office for the Dallas Cowboys concerning Jerry Jones and his offspring. Again, coaches are going and taking jobs elsewhere all over the place. And guys, when I say coaches, I mean literally everyone except the guys that you probably don't want. Let's get right into this as Dallas Cowboys fans get more and more bad news as the days continue to go by. Be sure to subscribe so we can all suffer together. All right, first bit of bad news on the bad news carousel. We have Pete Carroll and the Las Vegas Raiders have now reached an agreement on a 3-year deal with a 4th-year team option, sources tell ESPN. Another veteran legendary coach has returned, and he has returned somewhere other than Dallas. Now, I am not the biggest fan of Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll is 73 years old, y'all. So I am not going to be sitting up here campaigning for this man because I don't even know if he can stay awake for all the damn primetime games the Cowboys going to be on. So I'm not the biggest Pete Carroll type of guy, but there's a lot of people out there that wanted Pete Carroll for the Cowboys, and they would have wanted Pete Carroll definitely over a Brian Schottenheimer. And I knew from the beginning that wasn't going to work because the Cowboys seemed like they're intent on keeping Brian Schottenheimer, and it seems like they're going to let him actually call the offense this season. And he and Pete Carroll did not end on the best of terms at his last job, Seattle. Pete Carroll's the person that fired Brian Schottenheimer in Seattle. Why did anybody think that was actually going to happen, right? So Pete Carroll, he's off the board for the Cowboys. Yet another viable head coaching candidate that has some Super Bowl experience now gone. That is not the only one, however. Now we take a look at Robert Saleh is headed back to San Francisco as defensive coordinator, and he is now off the board. So if anybody had dreams of Robert Saleh maybe coming and being paired along with a Brian Schottenheimer as defensive coordinator, or Kellen Moore, or maybe coming in as the head coach and saving us from all of these other more terrible options than the Joneses have presented us, then guess what? That dream is dashed. Robert Saleh is off the board. Now, you may be wondering, why is it that we just haven't seen the Joneses just do something? Why haven't we seen them just do something? The reason we haven't seen them just do something is because the front office is bickering and arguing, and Jerry Jones is getting jacked up against the wall like Steven did when Jerry brought Dion to Dallas way back in the 90s. Jerry and Steven and Jerry Jones Jr. are all scuffling and trying to hog-tie each other up in Frisco in the Star, man. What is going on? According to reports, apparently those of us that are blaming Jerry Jones for the Brian Schottenheimer rumors, that's not on Jerry. Steven and Jerry Jones Jr. are the ones pushing for Jerry Jones to hire Brian Schottenheimer. Jerry is the one that's like, well, hold on, guys. Let's take a second and let's hold our horses here and don't hitch our horses before the wagons, or however the hell you want to say it. Hitch our wagon before the horses. However the hell you want to say it. Man, I ain't got time for no damn cute Jerryisms right now, man. Jerry is the one that's going out and trying to find these last-minute ass candidates and trying to dig up 73. I cannot stress the age of Pete Carroll to y'all enough, man. 73. The last thing we need, and I'm not trying to be funny, I'm trying to be real. The last thing we need is trying to bring a coach in here that's here for a short time, not a good time, not a long time, not none of that. That's here for a short time, because he could possibly not be with us overnight, man. He's 73 in the stress of Cowboys world with all these cameras, all these expectations, all us crazy people covering the team, all us crazier people rooting for the team, man. He's 73. All of y'all need to go to jail. All of y'all that want Pete Carroll to come here, all of y'all need to go to jail. You know what you're going to get charged with? Homicide. That's what it would be. Y'all all would be accountable for trying to hurt somebody and put them in harm's way by bringing them to Dallas at 73. The tender, overly ripe age of 73. Okay? So now, what is going to happen? Is Jerry going to say, the hell with it, I'm going to go offer Dion some mulaka, and we just going to get Dion and say this whole thing and just say that this was the plan all along. I was stringing y'all along. Y'all know how I like to do things. Blah, 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 blah. Is that what Jerry going to do, man? Steven and Jerry Jones Jr., I pray and hope that the Cowboys and the Cowboys organization and just the whole thing that comes with it, I hope that that's something that they only occupy themselves with because they know that their father wants them to do so badly, because they know that their father purchased this organization for it to be like a family mom and pop shop, essentially, where everybody works together and they get to coexist together and make some money and be all happy and spend time together, because Jerry want all his kids around him on his deathbed, and he want to know that he spent all the time in the world with all his children and family. I really sincerely hope that Jerry Jones Jr. and Stephen Jones haven't bought into that vision that Jerry has apparently lived his life by. And as soon as Jerry is gone, as soon as they know that they can't disappoint Jerry no more, I hope that they sell the Dallas Cowboys to the highest bidders. At this point, there's only a short list, a very short list of people that I wouldn't mind this mug getting sold to. And that short list of people, they would have to have committed some type of war crimes, some type of terrible crimes against humanity for me not to be okay with Jerry Jones Jr. and Stephen Jones and all the Joneses after their dad's gonna be like, all right, we can't disappoint old Jerry Barry anymore. Let's go ahead and settle this thing up, get all of our money, break our dividends, and go our separate ways so we can start our own businesses, build our own portfolios, live our own lives, because we've all lived our lives together long enough as it is, and we all, this whole time, at least one of us, at least some of us, hopefully somebody wanted to go off and do their own thing this whole time, but the pressure of the family business kept it alive. The pressure of Pops kept it alive, and Pops being like, I ain't gonna support you doing nothing else if you ain't doing this. Brothers and sisters, that's all we can ask for at this point, because at this point, the Dallas Cowboys, they just keep receiving nothing but bad news. We still the same old Cowboys. I'm beat up, y'all.
Calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, am I still them boys? Y'all usually check on me. Listen. I'm still them boys. Hey! Woo! Oh, shut up, my boy. Hey! I'm still them boys.